My poem Terrorism, dedicated to all who suffer from unexposed real terrorism. Terrorism is a synonym for militaristic colonialism, garnished by dominant evangelism, creating deceptive decoys of phantom enemies, invented by noble think tanks of feudal capitalism that thrives on looting native lands and resources for an economy, enjoyed by dynastic few at invulnerable position close to money, sustained by unjust tax base, fees and endless responsibilities, exploiting citizens' sincere labor and patriotic honesty, silently mutating in modern time as internationalism and globalism. Terrorism lets NASA hit comets without universal consent. Ask children to name asteroid that will bring world to an end. Plan hijacking of asteroids endangering Earth for minor mistakes. Anticipating fear for life on Earth would support colonizing space. Terrorism militarizes space for preemptive strikes as missile defense. Makes heroes out of people who are free to kill with license. Empowers scientists to build weapons to destroy citizens. Motivates leaders to mastermind illegal wars in secret. Instigates chosen groups to treat others as slaves. Terrorism harmonizes World Health Organization to spread bioterror, synchronizing with military invasion of self-proclaimed superpower, ensures commons besieged with pandemic rumors, diverting military atrocities and abuses with a cover, motivates technologies to develop sterilized seed for the growers, encourages lawmakers to break laws casually with humor. Terrorism urges humans to enslave others to reach honorable position, emboldens pimps, hunt children for pornography and prostitution, blocks learned brains with greed of short-term temptation, lets citizens in need suffer most from irresponsible manipulations, insensitizes heart, preaching hunting as a game, not assassination, creates NGOs to subvert true democracies as United Nations. It hides behind covert intelligence and national security masks, asks people to settle for less as countries advance, destroys natural stimulants for selling synthetic drugs, excites politicians to justify delay in retirement parks. Terrorism lets decision makers succumb to military invaders, while they suffer from secret pain of undisclosed massacres, empowers managers to fire honest and hard workers, persuades lawkeepers to silence witness with violent gestures, overpowers brain with evil dominant desires, blinds conscious judgment to ignore real war criminals. It mutates, staging Jerusalem fire, Reichstag fire, or new Pearl Harbor, gaining momentum with deadly technology and media takeovers, since it inspired biblical God to invade Canaan to occupy earth, baptized Constantine to embrace cross, replacing Jesus Christ, inspired Pope Urban to unleash violent crusades in the name of God, but could never survive the light of united hearts seeking truth and love. Poems by Kolki. If USA really wants war against terrorism, why the government and military would allow private homegrown violent mercenary like Blackwater, now Academi under GM Food Giant Monsanto, funded by Gates Foundation, inside the country, and use them to perform massacres internationally, including Iraq, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Africa, Libya, Mexico, and the Middle East, as well as FBI-aided suicide killings and massacres inside USA to terrorize patriotic citizens. Food for thought for all Americans. Food for thought for all world citizens. For the sake of humanity, all UN members scientists, engineers, lawyers, politicians, academics, doctors, philanthropists, journalists, and trade unionists must stand together and ask for open public investigation of 9/11 attack on USA, ensuring whether nameless novice hijackers with box cutters can cause massive 9/11 disaster, evading NORAD, CIA, FBI, and US military. Also, whether a truck full of ammonium nitrate can cause Oklahoma City bombing, damaging FBI building, leaving unexploded bombs under the daycare center. World cannot afford a superpower being run by criminal administration, intelligence, and military in the 21st century. We must find the truth once for all, for the sake of this world and our children, that 9/11 was a sophisticated, high-tech, false flag military coup in broad daylight to re-annex USA militarily as well, coordinating loyalists within government, including military, Air Force, CIA, FBI, FAA, NORAD, DTC, CDC, and FEMA, blaming Bin Laden and Islam for further annexation and re-annexation around the world by the United Monarchs under the command of the NATO Constitutional Monarchs, guided by nobles of Covert Billionaires Club, Nazi co-founded Bilderberg. President Obama must tell the world live avian flu virus placed in Baxter vaccine materials sent to 18 countries. Which 18 countries? Why and how? God bless our world for universal consciousness.